This is crazy. Senator Joe Manchin said Friday that he would oppose Neera Tanden's nomination to head the White House Budget Office, potentially sinking her Senate confirmation. Manchin cited Tanden's harsh tweets about Republicans as the reason for his opposition. I believe her overtly partisan statements will have a toxic and detrimental impact on the important working relationship between members of Congress and the next director of the Office of Management and Budget, Manchin said in a statement. For this reason, I cannot support her nomination. More Republicans were already expected to oppose Tanden over her rhetoric, and it may be difficult for a Republican senator to back her now that Biden will need at least one Republican to back her to get her confirmed. So, let me read this other part. Tanden built a reputation for partisan warfare on Twitter as the head of the Center for American Progress. Republicans in two confirmation hearings last week skewed Tanden for previous tweets, many of which she recently deleted. She has recently apologized for the tweets which have compared Republicans to evil fictional characters. I regret that language and take responsibility for that, she said at one of the committee hearings, promising to take a different tone as budget chief. And she compared McConnell to Voldemort. Jesus. So, why is this a big deal? I've said before that Manchin is a Republican's best friend as a Democrat. Um, and Tanden's awful due to the fact that she's opposed to single payer. She's really just this very centrist Democrat whose only notable thing is that she's a big Hillary ally. And again, that she runs her mouth on social media more than most people. And that's why a lot of the progressives were outraged that Biden would dare to pick her for anything. I think she probably was his most, again, out of progressives, controversial pick that he selected, rather. But it's so crazy to think that Manchin actually might sink her nomination over these partisan statements that he believes have a toxic and detrimental impact. Because again, I've said before that rhetoric doesn't really matter to me. Like, oh, I called this person that. But if you support the things I support, I don't care. So to know that he's going to go after her for something I think is pretty minor and not really that big of a deal, it's like what's the way of saying it? They've turned people that aren't normally on the same side as each other into allies in this instance. Because if there's one person who should get disqualified from holding an office over writing ridiculous things online, it's definitely Tanden. So it turns out Manchin's a little more than useless, and I never knew that this was gonna be the day that he would do something right for once.